So fifth round pick is always interesting, where it's not that high of a draft pick, but also it's a very early day 3 pick. Maybe you got a little bit of meat on that bone. It's something that you throw in on every other trade. It's like, we'll trade you player X for a first round pick and your 5th rounder. Just as like, it's like an Amazon add-on just to get over $25 shipping. Although, who doesn't have Amazon Prime nowadays? Anyways, you look through the history, it's like, oh, well, Stephon Diggs is a 5th round pick. Huge value there. But you know who else is a 5th round pick? A lot of Vikings failures, right? And this one also goes down in history. So the Vikings needed some kicker help. I mean, Dan Bailey was sucking hind teeth. Matthew Wild was kind of trash. So they went to the Ravens and their backup kicker, Kaare Vedvik, who, of course, behind kicker, punter, hybrid, all of this exciting stuff. Well, he can take up 2 roster spots for the price of 1. Great. But of course, in Baltimore, he was sitting behind Justin Tucker and the legendary Sam Cook. So it's like, okay, he's available. So the Vikings got in a bidding war with teams, notably the Bears, and they gave up a 5th round pick, which is great. So at the time, we were thinking, it's pretty good value. All right, if this Kaare Vedvik guy works out, it's great. I mean, he wasn't great at Marshall. He was great in 2 preseasons. Okay, whatever. But then he got here, and Kaare Vedvik didn't look like he had ever kicked a football before. Like, he honestly, day 1 Vikings practice, he looked at the football like he had never seen it before. Like he just landed an alien spaceship on his front yard. I don't know what it is with Baltimore. I mean, John Harbaugh, former special teams coach, maybe he just knows the tricks. It was all smoke and mirrors. It was in magnitude. It's of course far less than the Herschel Walker trade, but just in terms of value received, it's down there. It's certainly just a horrible trade, even though, yes, it was just a 5th round pick. But fast forward to today, and the Ravens have parlayed that draft pick that the Vikings sent over into Calais Campbell. Yeah, Jaguars are entering a mini rebuild. Calais Campbell, 33 years of age, in the final year of a 4-year deal that he signed with the Jaguars, but still just a stud defensive end. Also can play some defensive interior as well. Can certainly bring it. Okay. Yeah, so the Vikings basically lit a 5th round pick on fire, and then the Ravens turned that pick into a 5-time Pro Bowler, Calais Campbell, who could still contribute on that defense, can still do great things in Baltimore as a role player. But I mean, it's not a 1-for-1 thing. All right, so say the Vikings never traded for Kaare Vedvik. Dan Bailey, pulled his head out of his ass earlier, which would have been great. And then would the Vikings have made this deal? Probably not. I mean, Calais Campbell is due to count $15 million against the cap this year, so giving a 5th round pick. Would you rather give up a 5th round pick and then pay Calais Campbell, or just pay Everson? I'd rather just pay Everson, but just on principle alone, that the Vikings trade a 5th. But by the way, Vikings and 5th round picks and kickers, by the way, because Daniel Carlson was a 5th round pick. Okay, and then also just giving up that 5th round pick for a kicker punter who probably is the worst at both in the league and was cut like 7 times by different teams. And then the Ravens are able to parlay that into a formerly great, but still pretty high-end defensive player like Calais Campbell. It's just, of course, a freaking course. Yeah. So the Vikings head in the draft without a 5th round pick, and also just this swift kick in that. It's like, how many indignities does this franchise have to take? Like, over and over again, just completely slipping on the banana peel, stepping on rakes all over the place, whack, just all that stuff. But whatever. All right, your thoughts? Ravens using the Vikings 5th round pick to acquire Calais freaking Campbell. Whatever. Let us know in the comment section below. Also, subscribe for daily Vikings takes. If you want to support the work, pull us on the Venmo. Just give us a follow on social media as well. But until next time, Skol, production value.